sports, and we'll see who rules the skies in today's battle. It's the Eagles and the Jets, and it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 24.
Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the New York Jets. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here come the Eagles, the defending NFC champs, led out by a man who was the runner-up to Patrick Mahomes at MVP balloting a season ago. Of course, that's Jalen Hurts.
And we already knew that Hurts was a good quarterback. But last year, he moved to elite status. Under his guidance, the Eagles returned to the Super Bowl and nearly won it. And he's also one of the league's most dangerous players. Thrown for 38 touchdowns his last 2 seasons and run for another 23.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Swift going to try at the middle. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This would be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Now the new-look Jets ready to go on offense. And it is the veteran Aaron Rodgers at quarterback.
After years of flirting with the idea, the 4-time MVP finally found his way out of Green Bay this offseason, guiding himself to the Jets. We know he's already a Hall of Fame lock, but this is a chance to add one more crowning achievement to his resume.
Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. You look at this Eagle defense. They're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it easily move it to the top 5.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. 3rd down and 1. Throwing is Rodgers. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Josh Sweat coming in strong and dropping him behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
The the plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the...
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. On fourth down, here's the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt for the Jets. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offensive move a little bit.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
For the right play. And
that too.
For the 34 now, here's first and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he went nowhere. He went backwards. Back to the 33. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That'll wind up as a loss on the play. So now they're staring at a third down and 12. See what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Throwing is Hurts. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that's going to make it fourth down. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Taking it about the 16. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Jets will take over. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. But taking a look at Hall's numbers from a week ago. 17 carries, 71 yards, and a touchdown.
It's a very nice winning streak that they're on, and they've really seen this offense come into its own as a unit. And one of the keys is that the ground game has been established, and it's keeping the defense honest near the line of scrimmage. Sometimes that is a huge games for him. Other times, he plays a complementary role to someone else. But however it's getting done, they're winning week after week.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard.
I think this will want to ride very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit in anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They'll have very good starting field position here after the turnover as they search for the first points of the ball game. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And his throw is incomplete. We're talking about this Jets defense. This unit, third best in the NFL at stopping the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. Here's Hurts to throw. Taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and his early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Now a throw ends on first down, but it winds up incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
This is where you can try and get a tight end in space. They like this matchup, so they're going to let their two receivers to his outside, run simple little short routes, hoping to suck up the secondary. And that'll free up space for their tight end on a corner route to make a big play.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That's a gain of 6 on the first down run. Here now, 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
On the option to give to Swift here. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
And as a defensive coordinator, you're almost in a no-win situation down here near the goal line. You know how dangerous Jalen Hurts is when he holds on to it. You've got to be prepared to stay with it. So when he hands it off, if you're slow in reacting, this is going to be the result.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. The New York set to take the field. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So here are the Eagles to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start on the ground with Swift. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
Yeah, this is going to be an Eagles first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
But they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On 1st down, Hurts. He'll get this off to Swift. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
Hurts. He'll get that complete to Alvarado. They'll go down as a gain of 6, and now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun, it's Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
First down, Eagles.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And an Eagle first down.
On on the option to give to Swift here. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. 2 yards to go, second down. As they've got it as we resume action. Hurts throw complete there to Smith. And Devontae going to pick up the Eagles' first down as he's down inside the 15.
First down, Eagles.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Now it's second and 10.
Brings up second and 10 at the Jets' 14-yard line.
Now Hurts on the option right. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. The Eagles on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. Devontae Smith. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
On this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
This taken in at the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. But let's face it, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
On play action, now Rodgers. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They're giving him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
There's a short one caught by Uzama. And he is going to have a Jets first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield. And down to the 43. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll go again with Hall. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 41, here's second down and 8.
Second and 8 at the Eagles' 41-yard line.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. DeAndre Swift and the Eagles back out there.
He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
Now he's looking just to add to his totals.
Second and 10.
It leads to second and 10.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Got to be careful here, backed up this deep on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they got a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. And a fair catch called for and taken right on the midfield stripe. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. Paul on to give up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin from 19 yards away. And the Jets have got it back to within a score. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. A dangerous return man showing it here. Isaiah Rodgers. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Eagles. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Brees Hall helped leading out this offense for another series. And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Straight ahead is Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Jordan Davis, just a monster on that play, stopping it from going anywhere. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Rodgers. And check down, complete to Hall. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Now the veteran Thomas Morstead on to punt it away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
DJ Reed there defensively.
Here's a handoff to Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Calling a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. Here's Braden Mann now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. He'll give it to Hall to start the drive. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 45 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On 1st down, right back to Hall. Able to slither by. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13.
That's good for a Jets.
Hall again. Down at the 35. It'll be 2nd down. The Jets in 2-3 here to begin the new season. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
And this offense on 3rd down today, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Right to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
At the 23-yard line.
Now it's Rodgers. Got a man, that's Lazard. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And his throw here is incomplete.
I know we're just in the 2nd quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's a 2nd drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Hurts throws complete to Goddard. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Throwing is Hurts. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw again. Caught by
yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good edge.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. The Jets take it over again. Breece Hall making his way out with the offense. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Here's 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
On play action, Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. A final shot before half for Rodgers. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And he returns this to the 22. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they still got a shot.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
And that's one of the better players we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter and the entire 4th remaining, so stranger things have happened.
Really an excellent run. Sidestepping tacklers on his way to a pickup of 8. From the 46, here's 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. Over the middle, it's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
Rodgers now to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Solid way to to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Hurts. He'll drop this one off to Swift. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 37-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw. Out route, he finds his man. It's Jones. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
It's a gain of 6.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run here with Swift. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He lost 2 and it brings up 4.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
The Eagles send out their punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do this thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Now Rodgers, and this one too low.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
On play action, now Rodgers. Pass taken in, Myers been tight end, and he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Running left, it's Hall. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over-pursuing, and making a very nice play.
Rodgers on target there to Lazard. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down.
That's good for a Jets 1st down.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 50-yard line. Back
to the ground with Hall. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He's got his target. That's complete. And he has another 1st down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 32-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field. And a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. And the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Rodgers sliding to a stop with a 1st down. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there, getting him the 1st.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. This pass out wide to Hall. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6.
At the Eagles' 6-yard line.
Now Rodgers. His pass caught at the 4. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run with Hall. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. Oh, look at the juke. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. And that'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Hurts sets up to throw it. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. A slant to Jones. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 41-yard line.
13 yards. 1st down, Eagles.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. From the 35, here's 2nd down and 3. Throwing is Hurts. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 24-yard line.
1st down, Philadelphia.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. On 1st down, Hurts. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. The Eagles on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong. I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7. at the Jets' 10-yard line.
Swift going to try up the middle, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. Fourth down.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his fourth down call.
A 24-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. And New York set to take the field. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Here's Rodgers to throw. He's got to hook up to Lazard, and he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. If they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
4 yards.
Second and 6.
Second and 6 at the 47-yard line.
Now Rodgers. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And again, it's Rodgers. He completes it to Wilson. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7 at the Eagles' 37-yard line.
Here's Rodgers. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. To throw is Rodgers. Under pressure, and they got to him again. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. 58 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to take it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Hurts to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
20-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift.
And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal.
This will be a 34-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
New York set to take the field.
Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, their defense has really struggled.
Ball on the 30, they'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Rodgers going to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side, and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Rodgers now to throw.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 28-yard line.
Once again, it's Swift.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the gun, here's Swift. There's big Quinnen Williams, the All-Pro, in on the tackle.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
At the 16-yard line.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
And that final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner, and one side a really nice win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.
And I'm guessing in the other locker room, partner, the head coach is just telling his team, hey, we didn't play well enough to keep it close enough where that one possession down the stretch might have given us an opportunity to win the game.
So for Philadelphia, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2.